Alright, let's dive into this because it's a situation that's got the MMA world buzzing. So, Prates, the welterweight contender, just told Sean Brady and Uros Medic to calm down after they called him out. And honestly, this is the kind of drama that makes the sport so entertaining. But here's the thing, what makes this really interesting is the timing and the context behind it all. First off, Prates is on a tear. 3 straight finishes against Jeff Neal, Leon Edwards, and Jack Della Maddalena? That's not just impressive, it's a statement. Personally, I think Prates is positioning himself as the undeniable next challenger for the title. But here's where it gets fascinating, instead of engaging with Brady and Medic, he's brushing them off with a "calm down, brothers." What this really suggests is that Prates is laser-focused on the belt, and he's not letting distractions get in the way. It's a smart move, but it's also a power play. He's essentially saying, I'm not on your level yet, I'm aiming higher. Now, let's talk about Brady and Medic for a second. Both guys are coming off wins, and calling out Prates makes sense on paper. But here's what many people don't realize. In the UFC, timing is everything. Prates is already in the title conversation, and by calling him out now, they're almost forcing him to acknowledge them. From my perspective, it feels like they're trying to hitch their wagon to his momentum. But Prates isn't biting. He's playing the long game, and I respect that. It's not personal, it's business, as he said. And in this sport, that's how you stay on top. What's even more intriguing is how this ties into the bigger picture. Islam Makhachev, the current welterweight champion, has already acknowledged Prates as a potential next challenger. So, if you take a step back and think about it, Prates is in the driver's seat right now. He's not just another contender, he's the guy everyone's talking about. And by dismissing Brady and Medic, he's reinforcing that narrative. It's a bold move, but it's also calculated. He's not just aiming for the title, he's aiming to dominate the division. One thing that immediately stands out is Prates' mindset. He's not just confident, he's borderline arrogant, but in the best way possible. When he says, "I'll take you straight to the kingdom of pain," it's not just a catchy line. It's a promise. And in a sport where talk is cheap, Prates has been backing it up with performances. Personally, I think this kind of attitude is exactly what the division needs. It's not just about winning fights, it's about creating a legacy. But here's the deeper question, what happens if Prates does win the title? Does he then turn his attention to Brady, Medic, and the rest of the division? Or does he keep climbing, looking for bigger challenges? In my opinion, Prates is the kind of fighter who's never satisfied. He'll take the belt, defend it, and then keep pushing for more. That's just his style. And honestly, that's what makes him so compelling to watch. So, where does this leave Brady and Medic? Well, they're not out of the picture, but they're definitely on the back burner. Prates has made it clear that his focus is on the title, and until he gets it, everyone else can wait. A detail I find fascinating is how this dynamic reflects the broader trends in the UFC. Fighters are becoming more strategic about their callouts and their public personas. It's not just about winning fights, it's about building a brand. And Prates is doing that masterfully. In closing, this situation is more than just a couple of callouts being dismissed. It's a window into the mindset of a fighter who's on the cusp of greatness. Prates isn't just aiming for the title, he's aiming to redefine the division. And whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that he's making the sport more interesting. So, what do you think? Is Prates the real deal, or is he biting off more than he can chew? Let me know in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going.